Okay, guys. So, I was not expecting to make another Elden Ring video until, like, a while. Like, another DLC, not another, until DLC comes out, or there's some massive update that adds, like, an entire new area to the map or something like that. But I tried, well, I did. I went for the gold. Well, in this case, the platinum. That's right. I 100%ed platinum, whatever, PlayStation Platinum trophied Elden Ring. And oh my gosh, did it take a while. And it was hard. I've never played a Souls-like game before. So this was my first ever Souls, Dark Souls, whatever, experience and stuff like that. So I've always played games on like normal difficulty, and when there's no difficulty selection, I knew, oh yeah, this is a Souls-like game, and obviously it's in the description of stuff and everything like that. But New Game Plus 3 for this thing, it is crazy. Like, I don't understand how people go all the way up to New Game Plus 7, because if you know, every New Game Plus that you start, a new journey that you start, you can do 6 journeys, but that ends up going to New Game Plus 7. I don't know how it is. Or no, you go up to 8 journeys, but that 8 journey, it's like New Game Plus 7. But each New Game Plus, all the enemies get more health, they do more damage, but you also get more runes from killing them. So, it's basically a harder Elden Ring each and every time, so then you're not just super overpowered and stuff like that for all the way through. So, yeah, and I'm pretty, like, overpowered, but I even had to go back and level up more, like, way more. I'm level, like, 219 during this fight on New Game Plus 3. Like, jeez. I ended my first playthrough of the game on level 150, and it is just so hard, and Radagon and Elden Beast, they are hard, especially on New Game Plus 3, but I did it. I've memorized like almost all their attacks and how to dodge them. The hardest part is not memorizing how to dodge them, it's actually doing it. I did the Radagon part like fairly good. Like, if you guys saw, I dodged a lot of his/her attacks, Radagon's attacks, because they're kind of predictable on what he does with his hammer. Now, these are a little bit more unpredictable, but they're all slow. So, obviously, the belly flop is what normally gets me a lot of the times. But, yeah, and then this right here, you just gotta run away from it. But, yeah, it is just memorize their attacks and try to do it. But I also, if you didn't know, in order to 100%, you need to defeat all the trophy bosses, get all the legendary armors, yada, yada, yada. But the hardest part is getting the 3 main endings, which is Elden Lord, Age of Stars, which aka the Ranni ending, which by doing her questline and then marrying her, you or Rainy, whatever her name is, you can basically have her like accept the throne or something like that. And then there's the Lord of the Frenzy Flame, which I can't. You have to like go deep into the tombs. Also, I didn't dodge that. This is the first time I've actually seen that attack, by the way, which is crazy. So, and I didn't dodge that, but I dodged the rest of these. Most of them. And I almost died there, and I was having a heart attack during that. I'm like, oh no! But anyways, and then Lord of Frenzy Flame, which, in order to get Lord of Frenzy Flame, you have to go down, like, deep into this cavern, and then, like, take off all your armor and stuff, and, like, put it on this door and, like, accept the Frenzy Flame, and then, like, Melania, or whatever, not Melania, and then Melina leaves you, and basically, she's no longer there in the story, instead, like, not hunt you down, but you'll see in the end scene right here, she sort of, like, is mad at you, like, very, very mad, because you accepted the Frenzy Flame, and you end up becoming Lord of the Frenzy Flame. But yeah, and I was close here. I'm like, okay, I need to get out a lot of damage here, or then I might not be able to do it. And also, Black Knight Tish, by far, the best spirit summon. He dodges a lot of attacks, and his attacks do a lot of damage. And here, I didn't dodge that. I was like, oh no, I cannot die here. This is like the closest I've come this playthrough through the game so far. But yeah, and I ended up doing it. But it is, this was an experience. And I did it, and my heart was thumping. I haven't felt that. Like, during the Age of Stars, like New Game Plus 2, New Game Plus 2 is kind of that, like, middle ground between 1 and 3. Like, if you have an overpowered build in Journey 1, Journey 2, it's not gonna be that much of a difference. Like, everything's gonna be slightly more powerful. You might have some trouble on bosses like the Fire Giant or something like that, but I got Radagon like 6 tries on Journey 2, but then New Game Plus 3 is where it really gets harder. Like, if you don't level up at all, or like only a few times in Journey 2, you're gonna have some trouble in Journey 3. Let me just tell you, because it's a really big difference, or at least to me it was. But anyways, here's the cutscene, and this is a crazy cutscene. But I'm just gonna talk over this. It was crazy. Just the experience and going through all that stuff. So, yeah, I did it. I 100% Elden Ring. Now, I don't know what to do now that there's no more like playthroughs on my channel, like no more Lego Star Wars playthrough. I've been playing that in my off time. I'm trying to 100% that too, but that's going to be easier than Elden Ring. So I want to get that done first, and I love Elden Ring. I love it so much. In fact, Elden Ring has actually made me want to go back to Jedi Fallen Order, ironically, because Jedi Fallen Order is sort of like a Dark Souls or Souls-like Star Wars game. It goes a little bit into the Souls-like things, but not too much into it. But yeah, it's made me want to go back into that, but put it on like the hardest difficulty or something. Because again, I play all my games on normal, mostly because it looks better in playthroughs instead of me dying a bunch of times. And also I like to enjoy the game the first few times. Then like games like God of War, I go back through and do like the hardest difficulty plus or something like that. Just so then I'm like, okay, I've actually mastered this game, and now stuff like that. But this was just chaotic. And I loved it. I loved it so much. I don't think any game, like, I love God of War, but this is just something different than God of War. Like, obviously, it's way different, but I think God of War is going to be pretty good. I don't know. Elden Ring, it's going to be here for, like, the rest of the decade. It's probably going to be one of the best games of, like, the entire decade or something like that, because just how, like, good it is. It's an open world Souls-like game. I've done research in the past from past Souls-like games, none of them have been open world. Well, a lot of them. But this is just so fun. This was just a fun game, and I bet God of War Ragnarok, if it comes out this year, even though that we haven't gotten anything other than like, oh, don't worry, it's still coming out in 2022. But enough about God of War. I think God of War is gonna be fun because I love God of War. But anyways, Elden Ring. This is what I was talking about. She like comes back with like crazy hair or whatever. I think this is Melina, right? Or Melina. There's too many chicks and maidens. There's too many maidens in this game that like they all sound the same. There's like Ronnie, Ranny, and like Rena or something like that. Like why? But anyways, this is what I'm talking. Lord of the Frenzy Flame, yada yada yada. But yeah, I think this ending. I don't know. Do we know which one's like the main ending? Is it the Elden Lord? Is that the main ending, or is this one? I don't know. Because I don't think the Ranny ending is a main one, and obviously there's like a few other ones, but those are all like interpretations of the main Elden Lord ending. But yeah, to deliver what is yours, and then she says, destined death. So yeah. But anyways, that is how I 100%ed Elden Ring. Obviously, search up guides to get all the stuff like that, but really, it's a hard process, and yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!